to change election rules as sort of proof of intent there. How do you respond to that? And how do you shore up confidence in your state system?
Well, it's actually very sad to hear what he said, but he's been handpicked by Stacey Abrams when he ran several years ago. And she is actually the founder of the election denial movement. She lost back in 2018 by 55,000 votes. And then when we passed the Election Integrity Act of 2021, she said it was Jim Crow 2.0. But what you've seen in 2022 election and this election is record turnout. We now have photo ID for all forms of voting. People were concerned about signature match. We'd actually been sued by the Democrat Party and the Republican Party questioning, the validity of signature match. So we added that, layered that on top, we added photo ID on top of signature match so that people know we are identifying who those voters are. And then you look at the turnout. We're almost pushing 1.4 million who've already voted early or who we've accepted their absentee ballots. We're probably going to see a record turnout early voting, probably 65, maybe even 70% of all Georgians are going to vote that way. But they have a free will choice on how to vote.
Yeah.
As it relates to the state election board rules, I never supported any of those. I was very vocal about it on day one, and they were ruled unconstitutional. They were shut down. Mm-hmm. But both Republican counties, two Republican-controlled boards and two election boards actually joined those suits and fought against those state election boards. So it's actually very easy to vote. We have photo ID, we verify citizenship, and we have record turnout.
Well, there's also doubt on the Republican side of the ledger. As you know, your party is not a monolith, and Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is claiming fraud is underway in Whitfield County. She said Dominion voting machines were flipping votes. The county board said there was just one case of a printed ballot not reflecting a voter's selection. And then one of your colleagues said this was just human user error. So as the state's top election official, have you seen any evidence of fraud?
No. And what happened in Whitfield County was the lady thought she had pressed a certain selection, and then when she printed out the ballot, she knew that. She saw that, and so then she made them aware of it, and it got corrected. And then it got blown out of proportion by people that like to use Twitter and other forms of social media. But we're going to respond quickly to these sorts of things in 2024. Because it's not supported by the facts. The equipment's working. We've done all sorts of audits, since the last election and coming up to this election.